Ha! Pitiful fool has fallen for it again. Greetings, humans! We owe a great deal of gratitude to the Moose Stampede for making us who we are today.
Neither Mac or I want to bring fleas back into our homes.
Many months later.
So it's been a minute with us trying to get our schedules realigned, but here we are working on it now. So enjoy the transformation while I go suck up some more water. Yeah.
I'm wondering if the humidity.
I thought it was an inch bigger.
That's what she said.
Stuff that's been on camera.
I'd say I'm the second biggest thing in here, Pop.
So I'm out for the next couple days. If you guys want to see cool transformations or you want to see the place get cleaned, make sure you go over to Midwest Magic Cleaning on the YouTube and watch Mac's video on this.
2 days later.
We are back, baby. Look at this magnificence. My goodness. I'll ask Mac for some after pictures when they get done. That will include, maybe put at the end of the video. You're fine. Hi, Mac.
Hello.
This looks awesome, man.
Yeah, it smells.
You guys did incredible already. You're welcome. Like I've seen what the team can do, and I'm still amazed every time. Because what you guys do is amazing.
I can still hear that water dripping from underneath it, but I think it's just because the lines still have water in it.
Man, if it wasn't arcing, plug it back in and hit that ice maker button and
Yeah, it was.
drain it.
Scraping's entirely done now.
Well, there is still the possibility that that valve is bad too, Mac. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, and you and I both know needle valves go bad.
Like nothing. Luckily, I've got one ready to roll. Dude! Chickadee, check this.
Look at this. Yeah, that was just a case of hands and knees.
Phrasing. Shut up!
And grab a flat, sharp paint scraper multi-tool.
Threaten me with a good time.
It was like really satisfying because it just peeled right off like you put paint remover on it. So it's just
I can't wait to see that.
yeah, because all this stuff, once I pulled those off, that was pure white, like we'd spilled a bucket of paint over here, but it's just like zip.
It already looks incredible.
Yeah.
Compared to how it was.
You know what's sad is that this old ass 80s, 70s linoleum looks better than what that peel and stick did.
Right. I hate peeling sticks so much.
And if you want to peel it up, then you just mop it and don't rinse it. It's the next day.
It'll come right off. Jerk fam, this video is once again sponsored by Jaeger Land Service. You guys know that we're all about random acts of kindness around here, and Justin lives that out by donating dumpsters when we need them, sometimes hundreds or even thousands of dollars in service, so we can help people. If you need a dumpster and you're in the area, check out JaegerLandService.com or call 618-707-5461. Jaeger Land Service is based out of Oblong, Illinois, locally owned and operated, and freaking awesome. Now that we're done cackling like a couple of old hens, if you guys recall, I concluded that the best solution here is just to try some new bulbs first and see if that works, and then we'll address the concept of maybe replacing her lights. Or the video could be a dud, and the whole build-up to seeing me fix the lights could have been for nothing. Who knows with how things have been.
We're gonna try it.
Fingers crossed, right?
Fingers crossed. Thanks, Elliot. I know her name's Kristen. Oh. I'm going to try to be quick because I am very rudely interrupting Mac and Kristen right in the middle of cleaning. Like they've got cleaner all over the kitchen floor. They just sprayed the carpets down with stuff. And they're trying to do their thing in here. And now I'm interrupting it. But luckily, I got here right as they were going to break. So I'm not being that rude. Just a little rude. I did, to be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair. To be fair.
I did speak to Mac yesterday and tell him, he asked me to come tomorrow. I told him tomorrow is a super busy day for me. So I asked if it'd be all right if I just came today, since all I'm doing is popping these bulbs in and hoping that they work. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Would you just look at it?
Oh, would you look at this? Yeah, well. Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. The car is not perfect. Just look at it. Just look at it. Yeah, well. What the heck is that?
You know what I'm cooking and booking. We may have yet another small fix we can do. Mac and I are yet to be certain if the fridge is just kind of draining residual water that was like in the ice maker, so that was inside the fridge is running out of it, and that's why it's still leaking, or if maybe there's a bad needle valve feeding it. So if the needle valve needs replaced, I actually have one for Cherry Street. It's relatively inexpensive for a fridge kit, so I can just pick up another one for Cherry and use that one. So if that's the case, then I will be back one more again for the needle valve, but we'll have to tack that into another video or something, I think. I don't know. It feels loose. I don't like it. I feel like the second light here probably is not going to work. I don't know. We'll see. I should have at least got a little bit of a something from putting that first bulb in. Oh, there we go. No, we just needed the connection. Still not great, but more better. We made it more better. That's always the goal. The way things have been going, I'm thinking we're going to have to change it to just not making things worse. Oh, there we go. Okay. The lights. Our lights. It's just a lever. Right, here's the click, the telltale click of the switch. So yeah, it's not going to work.
Oh man, God, that looks so much better. It's nice just to walk in here without busting ass.
Without farting?
Yeah. You're the only other person I've ever met who said uses busting ass before.
Busting ass, I love it.
A few moments later.
Hey, we are going to need a new needle valve for that. The entire line that went into the feed, the water feed, just popped off, and that was definitely the problem. So right now I've got that trickling into a bucket, but it is leaking fairly bad. So if we don't get that replaced soon, like immediately, I'm not sure that we can prevent this from happening again by tomorrow.
Well, hey, grab all my crap. We'll get to it. What are you doing? Come on. Oh, idiot. What are you guys doing? Come on. Hi. So, as was suspected, the thing is a thing. We got anything around here I can use as a lever? Hold, please. Throw all that wood out, damn it. I do want to note before we get started, Matt came up with an ingenious solution. So they were running the leaking line directly into that bucket, but it was going to overflow at the rate it was leaking. So what he did was he went ahead and pulled the line. Don't mind the poopy, they haven't got that cleaned up yet. That's tomorrow stuff. And ran it out the window there. So now, while it is, yes, leaking, now it's going that way. So now I've got to try to pierce that in the exact same spot and figure out how to get the water shut off so we can do some fixie-fixie.
Please listen to the entire message before you hang up. Thank you for calling Oblong Public Works. Our office hours are 8 to 1, Monday through Friday. If you need emergency assistance, you can call. If you need to speak to the office, please call back during regular office hours. Thank you. Yes.
I hate to bug you, bud, but can I trouble you to get the water shut off at 3 in Oblong?
3 on.
Yes, sir. I got an active leak over there I'm trying to patch. It shouldn't take me long.
Okay. Okay. No problem.
Bye. The village of Oblong, formerly known as Henpeck, is very particular about their water meters. I learned that the hard way doing an emergency repair for my friend Angie, who owns the Vault Antiques over here. I'm used to, in the town that I live in, the water commission doesn't really care as long as you don't tear them up. And I know the signs of a stuck meter. I know how to work one and get it unstuck. And I also know when I'm beat at getting it unstuck and stopping before I damage anything. So they usually let me do it myself. So I got all overzealous that night and I went ahead and turned it off myself, thinking that Oblong was the same way. Since we're only one town apart, I thought we were even on the same water system. But then they arrived and they were all, "Did you open this meter?" And I learned very quickly that you don't do that in Oblong, Illinois. So we wait for someone to come. And they're not even supposed to be here today. If you guys are ever curious about how Podunk, mine and Muff's and AJ's area is, we're four-wheeler down the main roads. Podunk. That's how country we are around these parts, boy.
Now get off my property.
I'm gonna wait for the water guy and then we'll reconvene. So Dad had an idea. Since I was dumb and forgot to ask Mac or Kristen to help me move this fridge before they left, I think I can get away with using this junk 2x4 as a lever. And I was right. These are the kind of things I'm hoping to bring to you guys, because I know a lot of you watching struggle with the same things I do. So I'm hoping that with some of the content, I've said this in earlier videos, but some of you may not have seen those. One of my goals with the channel is helping other people cope with their problems, because I've been dealing with the pains and the limitations since I was a teenager. Granted, there weren't that many back then, but I still had back problems. I still had joint problems. I was 6 feet by the time I was like 10 years old. I grew really fast. And because of that, like my whole body hurts a lot. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I just need to see if it's a good valve or not. Okay. So would you guys rather I just go ahead and do that now and you wait a minute, turn it back on if I hurry?
That's fine. Go ahead and go for it.
I mean, I can wait if you guys want to.
No, go ahead.
Come back at whatever's more convenient for you is what I'm trying to figure out here. So, all right, good deal. Thank you. All right, so the water guys are here, and they got stuff to do. I need to be able to know if this is actually going to work or not. So I'm going to try to lickety split, swap this baby out to make sure it is an adequate replacement. So close. Huzzah! We've done the thing. Now we just gotta do the thing. Oh, it's a big old hole. That is a very big old hole. So stupid. Bam. Okay. Upload and load. You guys can see what I'm doing back here, hopefully. This is a delicate operation. Alright, valve's fully tightened and seated. Good to go. I think we're good, buddy. Thank you very much.
Alrighty.
I really appreciate you guys coming out on your off time. Have a good one. Oh man. Okay, so I just noticed the previous plumber used epoxy putty, plumber's putty, all over this pipe. That is an emergency leak fix type thing, or a oops, I screwed up and now I gotta cover it with this thing. And if you look, the wall bubbles right here. I worry that he didn't get that fixed good enough. And also, this is a temporary fix. This is not something you put on a permanent thing. The way it's on there inside the wall, I'm guessing the damn plumber did it and didn't tell them and left it. And now look what it's done. That reads even better on camera than it does in person for once. Look at that.
Would you look
I bet there's a leak inside this damn wall. Here's the maneuver. Stiffener. Stiffener. Knit. Ferrule. In that order. Well, I was trying to call Mrs. Savage to let her know that I think we should hook up the valve to the water heater, but not to the fridge, because the fridge is garbage. It's probably leaky, and also it arced electrically, and it's probably going to end up getting tossed or repaired. But either way, I don't see any point in hooking up a water supply line to a fridge that may or may not get discarded, and also cannot be used safely. So I don't see why we should hook it up, because we'll just end up having to unhook it when the fridge gets either repaired or sent away. So I am going to pre-assemble the parts. Hello, Mr. String, which I will film for you kindly. There's Mrs. Savage. I keep stepping on the poop. So again, if you missed it earlier, it goes stiffener.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable discussing that in this sentence.
Eva. And you put on that.
Not with the freshest ingredients. Yeah.
And you put on that ferrule. What happens? I have to cut the line to get it on there. Oh, I think it went. Yep, there we go. That's good. Nice snug fit. So what happens is, when you tighten it down onto the connection, the nut squeezes this ferrule, which then crimps down on the tubing and the stiffener, and that's what holds it in place. That's why they always say you don't want to over tighten these. You just want to get them good and snug, and then a tiny bit past snug, because if you tighten it down too much, that ferrule will just chop the poly pipe and it'll end up busting out the back and spraying all over the place. That's probably what happened when Mac went to move the fridge. He said he went to move it, and the connection, just before they even hardly budged it, flew off. It should not do that. It should have stayed connected to the fridge while they moved it. So the fact that it busted off tells me that it got tightened down too tight by someone who either didn't know what they're doing or was just a crappy plumber in general. All the extra bits and pieces. I want to collect my tools. Collect the trash. Then we dispose of our waste. Let's go. Maximum effort. And all that can be yeeted has been yote. Yetified. And thus concludes the Flea House, aka Mrs. Savage's. For me, anyway. If you want to see the full transformation, I recommend you go over to Midwest Magic Cleaning, link in the description, and there will be a thing in one of these corners. So I guess it'd be up here, I think. I'm doing that right. Go over to Mac's channel and you'll see them clean this filthy house and turn it into a, once again, livable space. Technically, sort of. Take it away, outro Rick.
But he's not there now. Is he, past human? Find out where in time and space is Jerkman San Diego next week, when the curse of the cluttered castle does resoundingly return.
God, I love a dramatic entrance. Ha ha!
So, a riveting display of remedial redemption. We've conquered the incandescent insurgency. Light bulbs. He changed light bulbs. Meanwhile, the refrigerator has evolved to its final form. Electrically enigmatic and structurally suspicious. Translation?
It's cooked! Now, leak addressed. Harshly,
Line replaced, confidently if cautiously. And in the sacred process of solving one problem, he unearthed another. Subsurface seepage. A whisper of water where water shouldn't be whispering. Water, water! And that, my obstinate observers, is how a modest maintenance moment metastasizes into a potentially catastrophic cascade. This is the part they don't romanticize. And for good reason. The slow accumulation. The creeping certainty that you are not fixing a problem, you are negotiating with it, and poorly. He won't articulate it, but the weight is getting noticeable. If he only knew why I was here. I truly believe this would be so much easier. Naturally, I loathe everything about him, but the minuscule man has endured so very much. Either he possesses no breaking point, or he's certainly nearing it. But that is a tale for another time. For top-tier members, soon. Be patient. I'm dealing with a lot of crap. Ha! There's only so many just one more things that a being can stack before the tower starts swaying. And right now, it's swaying. So if his cadence falters, if the humor thins to an anorexic wisp, understand it's not apathy. It's a load-bearing fatigue. Compounded cortisol, Batman! Ha-ha! Still he persists. Questionably, repeatedly, almost heroically if you squint and lower your standards. And you, yes you, continue to bear witness to his slow, stubborn siege. For that, there is gratitude. Reluctant, restrained, but real. Until next time, try to frequently recall that a great many of our number face insurmountable internal conflicts in combat with each rotation of this disgusting rock you call a home. A great number of the struggles in your compatriots are truly unfathomable to the most puny minds. Yet here we stand. Here you stand. And for that, among a regrettable number of other things, dear viewers, I am proud of you. And we here all do humbly wish to decree that you, inferior mortal, are doing a good job. Verbal expressions of fondness and farewell, for you are all quite clearly very intelligent and attractive beings.
You're drunk, Daddy.
Thank you, baby.